shall not pass.
It sounds like an orca saying.
An orca? How does an orca speak? What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another bonus episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jacob.
I'm John.
And today we are reviewing Founders Brewing's Backwoods Bastard Scotch Ale. It's an ale aged in oak bourbon barrels, and holy crap, it's 11.6%.
I also want to say this is from 2015 from my own cellar.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Jacob.
much. This is a bonus episode, and I got ready to bone you. So let's do this.
What the? He brought the 11.6 in the roofies.
Yeah.
We're ready. This
Well-
is more my jam. We're bringing this on your channel.
Yeah. This sounds like a doozy, and Gandalf is on the front of it. Well, at least he looks like Gandalf.
Talking to me.
Yes. All right, you guys ready to dig into this?
I'm ready to
Ready.
dig into this.
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
So, beer's poured. Guys, let's go ahead and dig into this aroma.
Get ready.
Cheers. Well, that is bourbon barrel aged on the nose. Wow.
Woo! This is what heaven would serve.
You get a little bit of peat on the nose. You can smell it. A little bit of alcohol sting gets up the nostrils.
Oh man, it's got that beautiful, just like it's almost like a mapley, vanilla-y. It's barrel aged. I mean,
It's barrel aged bourbon.
Yeah.
you can tell this is barrel aged. The nice thing I like is the bourbon's not like overly strong. Like, you still know you're drinking a beer. I've had a lot of bourbon barrel aged beers where on the nose you're like, it's just bourbon. Like, that's all I get.
Yeah.
Part of that is because it's a Scotch ale, and so you get a lot of that just Scotch malty peatiness, and it goes through and it holds up against the barrel so much.
Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, I mean, anytime I smell a bourbon barrel aged beer, it gets me a little concerned for life because I don't know, I just feel like every time I drink one of these I just forget everything afterwards. So hopefully I'll remember this. If not, you know, at least I got the video to look back at.
That's right. And we're gonna keep rolling all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, well let's dig in.
Dig in.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. You know, something I'm noticing, there's actually some particulates in here too. Look at that.
Oh yeah. There's quite a bit actually. This is yeah.
Oaky.
Oaky for
Bourbon.
sure. Bourbon, but not overpowering
overpowering.
bourbon.
No.
I mean, it's really pulling out the flavors of the bourbon and the oak, and it's making it into just a smooth, very drinkable beer.
I think you really hit it when you said maple.
Yeah.
There is just a note of some kind of like maple, just like maple wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not necessarily straight maple syrup, but maple wood.
Yeah.
Um,
Very light though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Very light.
Well, I'm going to attribute that to the aging, I think.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. It's.
I mean, I feel like
The
it's
barrel aging or the cellar?
That's true, yeah.
the cellar aging,
Okay.
not the barrel
Maybe,
aging.
maybe.
I mean, the longer you barrel age that sucker, I'm sure it's going to soak up more of that
Yeah,
flavor.
more whiskey.
But I like it. It's so well balanced, and you're getting that maple. You're getting some like roasty, toasty malts in there as well, and the bourbon barrel aged, you know, flavors come through, and it's all just kind of well balanced throughout. It's not different flavors. It's not overly complex.
Does anyone taste
it's
like
really good.
I'm not sure, chocolate?
It's probably the malts that you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a little bit of chocolate malts in here or something. It's very, very subtle though.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a stout type of chocolate,
No.
but yeah, I can kind of see a hint of that, like almost like cocoa beans. Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Just really light though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm reading the back of the bottle, and it's also mentioning sweet caramel, which is something I can taste. I didn't quite pick up on it, so I definitely get that. Smokiness, I don't get so much smokiness. For me, though, it's like if I drink anything with bourbon in it, like, I don't know, like my brain automatically goes to like sipping on a bourbon, smoking a cigar kind of deal. So I don't know if it's like a synaptic memory click where maybe it picks up, or if it's actually in there. I don't really think it's in there though.
I get you. That being said, this is probably a perfect beer to have a cigar with.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Hell
If
yeah.
you are into cigars, pick up one of these and you'll have a great night.
Definitely.
If you're really into cigars, just get yourself a bottle of bourbon.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too. It also mentions that there's like dark fruits in there, and maybe that's where that maple is coming from.
Probably, yeah, like
Like-
sticky dark dates.
Yes, I was thinking
almost
dates.
like a Belgian quad, but not quite.
Well, and it's not super predominant. It's not overly sweet. I think the oak from the barrels is really kind of mellowing everything out.
Yeah, I think also the more you drink it, the more you pick up on the oak tannins.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of starting to dry out my mouth. I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
need
a little
water
bit,
after
little
this.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the oak.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the aroma. John, I'm going to let you start us off.
All right. Aroma, my rating is. Man, I'm gonna rate this thing high. So it's like a 9.5, maybe even a 10 in my opinion. Oak. It's oaky. It's sweet. It's bourbon. It's just everything I would want from a Scotch ale. Like everything I would want from a Scotch bourbon ale, to be specific. Barrel aged definitely enhances the aroma. Absolutely. The fact that it's been sitting in a cellar for the last 2 years almost, I feel like has actually enhanced some of the flavors potentially. I mean, I would love to have maybe cracked this open right after the bottling and see what it was like.
And compare the two.
And then
Yeah,
compare
for
the
sure.
two. But I'm actually really digging the aroma. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10, I would say.
Nice.
Jacob?
I have to agree with you right there.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of fresh Scotch ales. Just they can be a little bit too malt forward for me. I have to really be in a certain mood for them. But as soon as you put them in a barrel, I am like all for it. And I will say this is I mean, it's everything I want to smell from a Scotch ale in bourbon barrel. So yeah, right along with him.
Yeah.
So 9.5.
9.5, 9, yeah, right there.
You know, I am always afraid of drinking beers like this because I always feel like it's just going to be way too strong, or I'm going to black out after drinking it. I mean, I may black out after drinking it. I don't know, but
Stay
here.
tuned.
Well, I mean, I only got a little bit left anyway, so
He's basically drank the whole thing before
Yeah.
the taste portion
Yeah,
of this round. So.
exactly. But the aroma itself, here's the thing: it's extremely inviting. You know, the aromas that are coming out, you're getting that maple, you're getting that oak, you're getting the bourbon. It's just it's sweet and it's kind of just raw and I don't know. It gets you excited about drinking it. And my only concern whenever I smell bourbon on the nose when it comes to a beer is, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? So, you know, I'm going to put my fear aside and say that the actual aroma itself is definitely, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. I mean, it's phenomenal. I love it. So, when it comes to flavor, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and start with flavor.
Let's hear it, Jeff.
Digging into this actual beer, like, here's the thing. I've had a lot of bourbon barrel-aged beers, and I haven't had any that are quite as delicious as this. There's probably maybe a handful that I've had where I'm like, oh shit, this is really, really good. This is really, really good. Obviously, I mean, drinkability factor, I mean, is super, super high. That's what scares me, but I'm not going to let that affect my scoring. I'm going to give the actual flavor as well a 9. I really like this a lot. John, what about you?
Man, it is delicious. Oaky, smoky, sweet, bourbon. And to me, the rating would definitely be like 9.5. Like, it is a great beer. And honestly, as Jeff was talking, in my head I was thinking, like, I know it's in a glass bottle and that's actually a really great thing, but I was thinking, man, it would be amazing to actually go snowboarding in Colorado.
Right now, let's go. Let's go snowboarding right now.
Go snowboarding in Colorado and have like 2 or 3 of these with me, right? And as I'm getting chilly, I'm getting kind of cold, I'm like, man, it would be great to have a beer. I'd pull this out, crack it open, warm myself up, enjoy it, get a little risky down the hill, just because of that 11% or 11.6. But honestly, it's just delicious. I really enjoyed it, and one of the things is as I'm drinking it, I'm actually thinking this. I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't necessarily taste like it's 11.6. Right? To me,
I don't know. I taste bourbon and I automatically go 11.6. Like, it's well over 10%,
I'm thinking
but
about,
it doesn't taste boozy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about another beer where I've had that was like 12%, and I was like, oh my god, this is a fucking 12% for sure, right? But I'm drinking this and I'm thinking, man, it's, like, it could get away with like a 9.5.
Yeah.
Meaning that the drinkability of it is really high, considering what kind of beer it is. Right? So yeah, definitely 9.5. So Jacob?
So for me, where you tell that this is a big beer is not in the booziness and the flavor. It's all about what it feels like going down. It warms you up, you start feeling kind of tingly, sort of like touching your face, like, is this how my cheeks feel? And but it's not in the flavor, so it is very smooth. This is the 2015 version of Backwoods Bastard. I'm definitely getting a lot more of the tannin oak components. That probably is because I aged it in my closet at room temperature. So a lot of the aging So a lot of the aging factors have been enhanced because it wasn't at optimal 65 or 55 degrees. It was at like 70 or 80 sometimes. So I think the tannins are definitely coming out. I'm picking up on them, so it's very drying for my mouth. I would still probably give it like a 8.5 or 9. It's great beer. I definitely suggest you try it. And I love that it's in a 12% format because you can easily either drink it by yourself or with a couple friends.
Yep.
And feel fine. Like, that's not unusual or weird to have. You're going to be able to drink this and not black out. We've been having several beers before this though, so fingers crossed for you. But yeah, normally if you're having this, no worries at all. It's just in a 12 ounce format. Definitely pick it up if you haven't had Backwoods Bastard. It's a great beer.
So before we move on to the next round, I actually want to ask Jacob, because he brought this for us from his own collection, did you actually drink this beer when you first bought it?
I did, and I also have 2016.
Nice.
So if we want to try
that one's aging too.
And that one is also aging, yeah.
Well, you got to bring that one.
I will.
But back to the 2015.
Yeah.
Do you remember the taste back then compared to now?
Less tannic, for sure. So I know that's part of the aging process. It was a little bit sweeter.
So you need a temperature controlled closet.
Probably, in order to
Cellar.
Probably. That's that's my next step. We'll see when I get there. It was a little bit sweeter, and I think you tasted more of the sweet bourbon notes.
Got it.
When it was fresher. So I would like to, hopefully we can get my hands on 2017 and we can crack that. Yeah. Because Founders has been really extending their distribution. This used to be a beer that you could only trade for. Now it's something that you can kind of get on the shelves if you're lucky. which was unheard of in the past. So if you find that on your shelves in your local liquor store, pick it up. It's really good.
On that note, let's talk about, would we ever buy this again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, astounding yes. We're just gonna end it at that.
Yeah.
Because
6 thumbs
yes,
up.
buy it, try it when you first buy it, then age it, and then try it again, and try it with friends, because I think it also tastes so much better while I'm drinking it with buddies, you know?
So on that note, it does come in 4-packs. So it kind of lends itself
Perfect.
to have some fresh and have
Perfect.
some later.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for Backwoods Bastard from Founders Brewing. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Jacob from Craft Cascade, not only for bringing this aged beer, but also just for joining us and drinking with us.
Yes.
Thank you
If
for
you guys
helping
want
me
to
kill it.
check out his channel, it's going to be in the description below. Until then, we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer.